Are you looking for the best VR headsets? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best VR headsets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. PlayStation PSVR 2 VR Headset. Sony's PlayStation VR 2 is the most immersive VR experience, complete with a 4K HDR resolution, eye tracking, and haptic adaptive triggers that offer tactile feedback for digital actions like pulling the weighted trigger of a virtual firearm. The headset taps into the PlayStation 5's mighty computing power, rendering photorealistic 3D environments. Its premium performance is a fraction of the cost of comparable PC headset builds, plus it pulls ahead with feedback sensations within the headset itself. For example, you can feel rain pulsate over your face or the shot of a bullet bouncing off of your helmet in shooting games. Its eye-tracking cameras are used for in-game controls and a process called foveated rendering, an advanced technique that displays graphics where your eyes are centered at the highest resolution while reducing the quality of your peripheral vision. It also frees up computing power so developers have more room to increase graphical textures or include more objects for much more realistic spaces that feel lived in and jam-packed with object interactions. Not to mention Sony has a robust roster of exclusive games with titles like Gran Turismo, the Resident Evil 4 Remake VR mode, and Horizon Call of the Mountain that you won't find on any other headset. Number 2. Meta Quest 2 VR Headset. The Meta Quest 2, formerly the Oculus Quest 2, is the best VR headset for beginners and the VR curious. It's one of the only VR headsets that runs as a standalone device without needing a PC or gaming console, but you could connect it to a PC or mobile device if you'd like. Its wireless freedom and affordable price make it an accessible entry point into VR. The Meta Quest is simple, comfortable, and has great specs that provide a quality, though not stunning, VR experience. Unlike pricier headsets, the software in the Meta Quest is designed for simplicity. The Quest 2's Guardian system guides users through its setup and creates a playspace wherever they are, no camera needed. Exiting the designated playspace turns on a pass-through, allowing you to see the real world and any potential obstacles you might be about to bump into. The Meta Quest is compatible with many software, from gaming platforms like Meta and Steam VR to other apps like Google VR, Oculus TV, and more. It's the most accessible VR headset for most people, so long as you have a Facebook account required for login. Number 3. Valve Index VR Headset. The Valve Index delivers superior audio, tracking, and controls but is best if you're familiar with gaming and technical gear. The Valve Index controllers set the system apart from the competition. They strap onto your hands, allowing for a full range of hand and finger motion. Because the Valve Index can track individual finger movements, it leads to a much more immersive, detailed experience when playing supported games like Half-Life, Alyx. Connected to a powerful PC, this headset can handle some truly stunning games like Elite, Dangerous and No Man's Sky. All of that precision leads to a complicated setup, however. The Valve Index has 2 base station sensors that you have to place around your room to build the VR playspace, while other parts of the setup require a computer. But the complicated setup is worth it if you're more technically minded. Number 4. HTC Vive Pro 2 VR Headset. The Vive Pro 2 sets itself apart from the competition with sheer visual fidelity. It features a stunning display with a much higher resolution and field of view than any competition, including our best overall PSVR 2. This makes the Vive Pro 2 especially suited to gaming, as most non-gaming VR software cannot effectively leverage such detailed resolutions. As with the Valve Index, setup is rather complicated, with 2 base station sensors and plenty of PC steps. But once you've got everything set up, tracking and controls are excellent, and HTC offers tons of games and software through its VivePort Infinity platform. Predictably, such a powerful VR headset is costly, and you have to pair it with a powerful PC. Anyone with one of the best graphics cards can feel confident connecting the HTC Vive Pro 2. Everyone else, however, is better off with one of our other recommendations. Number 5. Nintendo Labo VR Kit. The Nintendo Labo VR Kit isn't exactly virtual reality, at least not in the same sense as every other headset on this list. It's much more in the spirit of something like Google Cardboard, Lego, or even arcade games. For starters, half of the experience of the Labo VR Kit is in the assembly. It includes tons of cardboard that you assemble yourself into 6 different VR controllers, headsets, and oddities to play games with. Each creation takes hours to craft, but thankfully the Labo software includes detailed, 3D instructions you can touch through on your Nintendo Switch. Also unique are the games. Everyone is designed to be played with 2 people. From controlling a bird looking for food to battling aliens with an oversized blaster, these games are short, fun, and kid-friendly. Some of the available 64 games aren't exactly VR, but do utilize the unique controllers of the Labo Kit. While it may not have the long-lasting appeal of a traditional VR headset, the Nintendo Labo Kit is innovative. It's also one of the only kid-centric VR options.